Because I see in your eyes that most of you don't belong here. And I'll be damned, I'll take this knife off my waist and carve this tattoo off my hand before I let any of you bitches show up here on Friday for the graduation. I see it in your eyes already. Your souls are mine.
We are living in the times of a dying breed. What breed, you may ask? The alpha male. And some men have realized this. So what do? They start a retreat specifically for men who want to get their balls back. Or at least that's what they tell themselves. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is the most cringiest shit I've ever seen. If you're a man and you pay nearly $20,000 to go to one of these retreats, you deserve to be shamed and made fun of for the rest of your life. I don't need another man telling me how to be my own man. I understand some people don't have fathers, but at the end of the day, doing this cringy ass shit right here is not gonna get you any closer to being a masculine male. You got some dummies out here saying going to prison makes you a man. Going to the army or military makes you a man. Just like these buffoons here, this couldn't be furthest from the truth. Now, today we're gonna check out the MDK project, or also known as the Modern Day Night Project, which is closed now, by the way. I wonder why. And they have visions of making you a stronger alpha male that can dominate not only in the gym, but also in the boardroom. This smells like a scheme if I've ever smelled one. And I also want to point out, these dudes have to have some type of humiliation kink or just some type of masochist, because who would go through this thinking that it's going to level up their life?
Hey, get to the pit! Get to the fucking pit! Move! You stupid!
The first thing I want to point out of all the videos that I'm going to show you today, you'll notice one thing. They're all shot at like a warehouse parking lot. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's hilarious at the same time. I mean, some people probably thought we're going to go into the hills in a cabin, something like that. But nope, it's just your local corporate warehouse suite. And another thing, these instructors must love going on power trips, because in every single one of these videos that I'm about to show you, that's all they're doing. They have to get some type of sick pleasure off of this, because if not, what are you doing? I know these instructors get off to telling other men what to do. There may be some fantasies here. But anyway, let's go over what this experience entails. The project is $18,000. However, this is not just for the 75-hour experience, but also a 12-month in-depth coaching and mentor program. Who the fuck would pay $18,000 for barely 3 days of any type of experience? Whatever they tell you, whatever you go through is literally gonna go in one ear and come out the other. The only thing you're gonna remember is some dude yelling at you, calling you a piece of shit. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mentorship here. This is a straight finesse. They are robbing you of your money. And some of these dudes think these people have power over me. They're gonna make me a better man because they're gonna be yelling at me, telling me what to do. I don't think that's how it really works. The program details also say, but the cost of not experiencing the project and mastermind and not becoming the leader, husband, and father you're meant to be is so much more expensive in the long run. And here's my ideology. If you're a man that knows you're down bad, you fucked up in life, you may have made some mistakes, but you want better for yourself, that mindset is all that's necessary in order to improve. You know you need to improve, so take the action. Why would I pay almost $20,000 for some man to yell at me to have a power trip? How in any sort of way is that gonna jumpstart me into becoming a better man when I know I need improvement myself? This is where things get a little discombobulated. If you know you need to do better, then do better. Don't look to somebody else to tell you to do better. You need to find that within yourself. And not only that, what kind of man are you where you want other people to tell you what to do and what to believe? You should have those own experiences, thoughts, and beliefs in yourself. Self-mastery starts from within, not from somebody else. I have to point out the fact that this experience is only offered to entrepreneurs, executives, and leaders. So basically, only if you really have money. If you're a 9-to-5 worker, if you work at Amazon, if you work at a fast food restaurant, you're not allowed because you're a brokey. You're poor as shit. We need the dudes who actually have some money. Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, or any content creator for that matter, get your ass over here. We want you because we know you'll bring the big bucks. This is on their website, by the way. They let you know up front. If you're broke as shit, or if you work a 9-to-5, you know, even though you might be a manager or you might have a 6-figure income, shit, if you're not an entrepreneur, you can't come to our program. I like how they make it exclusive to try to make you feel as if this is a club that only the elite can join, when in all reality, all these dudes are suckers. Could you imagine being an entrepreneur, having 6-figure, 7-figure businesses or more, and going to do some shit like this? This is embarrassing. This is cringe. Here's another screenshot from their website. They do promise a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of men and women need help in these areas, specifically mental wellness and mental health, because we got a lot of crazy people running around out here. But I don't think 3 days of running around in the mud is gonna help. And not only that, they promise so much that you would think this is some type of workshop or seminar that focuses on mentality and personal struggles that you have, like some type of therapy group. But no, this is about getting yelled in your face and having to go run a 10-mile hike. Some may say mental toughness comes from doing tough things. At the end of the day, if you never face what's truly affecting you, you won't become mentally tough at all. I love David Goggins. I read his book, but there's something that happened after his book came out, especially in the social media age around 2020. I call it the David Goggins effect. All of a sudden, people mistake his information and things that he went through and try to purpose it into their own lives, thinking that if they just do hard shit every day, that it's gonna make them mentally tough. That's not how it works. You make yourself mentally tough by challenging and battling the things that actually affect you on a daily basis. Running a 10-mile hike is not mentally tough to where, oh, once I do that, I'm gonna become best at life. No, you need to challenge yourself with the things that actually bother you, like talking to that family member, like getting off your ass and challenging yourself of why you're not actually pursuing what you really want, and instead you're doing this career instead. Learning to get over anxiety, learning to get over the fear of failure, this idea of perfectionism or keeping up with the Joneses. There are real world mental blocks that affect us every single day, and we look past them just because. You have people afraid of talking to girls, or public speaking for that matter, speaking in front of large crowds. I think they need to focus on the tasks that actually scare them instead of doing this shit. And it doesn't cost you nearly $20,000 to start fixing some of these problems or fears that we have deep down inside. Some of you can't even forgive people who've wronged you in the past. I'm not saying that you have to, but that's a mental blockage that you can't even overcome. Yes, you can run a 10-mile hike when you don't want to and it's raining outside, but you can't even talk to the people that wronged you and get closure with things that you actually need for yourself. It's too scary.
60% you will not be here on Friday. I will make sure of it. You will earn the fucking right to be here on fucking Friday night. I will cut this fucking thing off my head before I let anyone you little make it to that dinner table that don't fucking deserve the right to be here. I'll fucking make sure of it. I'm waiting out the fucking business.
I don't know, man. I just don't see it. How is this gonna make me mentally tough? I'm assuming this is orientation. This is the first day out of the 3, and then they're gonna yell that just like this. If I have money and I wanna mentally toughen myself, this is the last thing I would ever do. But hey, some people, I guess they just need another grown man yelling at them to kick their ass in high gear. Maybe that's just the way that it is. But one thing I do wanna point out is the fact that if you see here, these dudes have to be late 50s, early 60s. Could you imagine? They probably can't do some of the physical activities that they have planned for them. They're gonna get their ass yelled at. And not only that, to be so old and to feel like I never truly mastered myself, I never really became an alpha male, a true man, is really sad. A half of a century has went by and you have still not learned to be a masculine man or to just be comfortable in your own skin. And that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to not see this as a fluke, as a finesse, as a scheme, because at the end of the day, if all these men are entrepreneurs, leaders, executives, they must have some type of mindset to get them to that position where they're making enough money as to where it's not going to affect them monetarily to pay these gentlemen $20,000 to kick their ass into high gear. They obviously have some type of mindset that makes them grind, makes them want to work, do what is necessary to financially benefit themselves. So it's kind of weird that they would do something like this. And some people can make the excuse or argument about a brotherhood. They want to be part of something more. But even that is kind of weird because there's other things you can bond over with another man that don't have to do with this bullshit, let alone paying that price.
Stupid. Are you that stupid? Here's why we're stupid. Here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Get the fuck off of me. Get the fuck off of me.
I'm not
you
touching
little
you.
bitch.
I'm not touching you.
Fucking bitch. All of you get in the fucking tubs. Get in the tubs. Every one of you. So what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now?
Sir,
Every one of you get in the tubs. Get in the tubs. Get in the tubs. Shut up. There is no respect. Get in the tubs. You are going home. Oh, no, you're not. Sit down. You're not going in the fucking water. They're all going in the water. They're all going in the water. You're fucking done. You're fucking done.
I mean, I don't even know what else could be said. This is the end-all be-all video that I would see this shit and be like, yeah, this is a fucking scam. This is a fluke. This is ridiculous. Imagine me making 6-7 figures getting yelled at by some dude. But hey, that's what they asked for. Before we wrap this video up, I also want to show some confessions from some of the wives of these men, which I thought was an interesting angle from the group to take. I mean, could you imagine? Hey bro, tell your wife to leave a review of how you've been acting lately. Yeah, just tell her to DM it to us. And once again, this is where we have some discrepancies, because how is it that your man is making 6-7 figures, but yet he's still a bitch? At least if you watch some of these videos, that's the way they paint their men, as being bitches, lazy, sack of shit bum that don't really want to do anything. But remember, this is only for entrepreneurs, executives, and leaders. So they must be making at least 6-7 figures. Not only that, to cover the price of $18,000, I mean, you can't be working at McDonald's or Amazon and afford this experience. So the math ain't mathin'. Something's not adding up. Something doesn't feel right with my woman talking to another man about my behavior and performance. Remember, these aren't therapists. They're just some dudes yelling at you, getting you to run in some mud and take ice baths. But let me know what you guys thought about this video down below. I know these seminars, trainings, retreats, whatever you want to call them, are going on all over the world. I think even Andrew Tate had something similar. And I think what these men are missing is just brotherhood, association. They want to be part of a group. They want to be part of an organization, something bigger, something better. And so they yearn, they reach to be part of something more than themselves. Most people do, but it's just sad at the depths they'll go. If you stayed to this part of the video, make sure you like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm happy and glad to do it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.